Hello, so today we're looking at something. Now, I originally found this video. It's a big long live stream. It's like an hour and a half. I found it when I was just searching for random nonsense on YouTube, trying to figure out what I was in the mood for. That's what I do with a pretty decent chunk of my time. I just look up weird stuff on YouTube and see how I feel about it. And I find all kinds of interesting stuff, a lot of which probably deserves a response video. Probably a lot more than this does, to be honest. And I throw it out and forget I ever saw it because I'm not in the mood and I go make a video about Gina Maria. And that is the only reason I end up making way too many videos about the same stupid thing. I know I shouldn't. I know it's a bad habit. It probably horribly depresses views and probably everyone but me gets a little bit bored, but I don't care. Actually, I really do care, but I'm not gonna stop. Now, what was I talking about? Leave a comment if you remember what I was talking about. I remembered what I was talking about. So I found this video, and the reason I clicked on it is because it's called the Passover Worm Moon. And the reason I emphasize worm moon is because if I say worm moon, it sounds like a nonsense word. Little behind the scenes for you. This video sucks already. I should stop right now. I do that a lot, wouldn't be anything new, but if you're watching this, that means I actually published this garbage. Or you're a patron watching this weeks before it comes out for everyone else, in which case I apologize to you personally. Especially you, Alan. So, the Passover Worm Moon sounded to me an awful lot like, you know that guy Trey Smith? I made a video about him years ago, I'm sure, even though it doesn't feel like it. And his crimson worm? It was supposed to be this worm that represents the sacrifice of Jesus. And I looked into it, and it turned out that it's not a worm, and pretty much nothing he said about it is actually true. It's basically a Christian meme. It's not a real thing. And I thought, man, this video might be about that same thing. Maybe this guy's a Trey Smith fan. And it turns out I was right, at least in part. I mean, it takes him an hour to get to it, but he does eventually get to it.
The body after 3 days turns white and falls to the ground and covers the ground like snow.
They shall be white as snow.
To white, snowy, flaky like substance after 3 days. And flake off and away.
I don't want to talk about Trey's video anymore. It brings up some bad memories. Okay, keep it together, Lodge. Okay. I'm alright. So, yeah, it turned out I was right that he did talk about the worm thing, and I thought, hey, I already know all about that, and it's been a while, and it's a fun topic. Maybe I could talk about that again. And then I watched the video from the start, and I realized that there's absolutely no reason for me to reply to that part, but it's kind of funny, and so I'm gonna. But there's not a lot of substance there, so I'm gonna have to dick around a whole bunch at the start. And I shouldn't have said that part out loud, or left it in the edit, or filmed it.
All right. Hello, Fortina's brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Ministry Revealed.
Hello.
Edge of our seat, isn't it? Edge of our seat.
Well, I mean, it's a live stream. I'm a little bit excited, I suppose.
It is such an exciting time. It's hard to believe. Let's face it.
Okay, I'm not that excited.
We've been watching and praying for years, many for decades, many that have passed before us for centuries before.
And it seems to have worked out great so far. You're talking about the end times and stuff, right? You're talking about the rapture and all that. Pretty reasonable inference, I think.
And we have now been given understanding that we are here.
Oh, again? Good. Glad to hear it. This is the one. Wait, wasn't the world supposed to end in December or January? Last I checked, that's what the math said. But we fixed that up, have we? Okay, good.
The Lord is literally knocking on the door.
Wait, he's back in a body again? And he's standing in front of someone's door, literally knocking on it. Whose door? Where? Are they gonna answer? What if they're asleep and their bedroom's upstairs? They can't hear it. Or what if they think it's just the UPS guy or something? What I'm saying is he should try the doorbell.
We're moments away.
Well, I should hope so. I mean, God's not going to stand there knocking all day. I really hope those people aren't out of the house.
For those watching and praying and diligently seeking the Lord to be taken away still alive.
Oh, good. That's accommodating of him.
No wonder. People think we're nuts if they don't know anything about the Bible.
Are you 100% sure that's why? The track record's got nothing to do with it. Then again, hey, I don't know much about the Bible. Maybe if I knew more, I'd think all this made perfect sense.
Of course they think it's crazy. Tens of millions of people are about to vanish. are literally about to vanish.
Literally, or literally like God knocking on the door? I feel like that distinction is important somehow.
But the good news is, we've told them all ahead of time.
Oh yeah. Over and over and over and over. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure about your channel, how many times you've told it. I'm gonna guess a lot. But you did say we, and the people who fit in that category, yeah, it's a lot of times. I've probably heard it at least hundreds of times. A conservative estimate for how many times people have said it in total is in the millions for sure. The number of predictions is probably in the millions. In fact, it's probably in the millions just on YouTube. This is a whole genre on YouTube. Rapture predictions that never come true. When you've got that many attempts under your belt and the track record is 0% success, you don't think that has anything to do with why rapture predicting people on YouTube are seen as a bit crazy.
So that when these things begin to come to pass, they will believe.
Agreed. When these things come to pass, then I'll believe. That's a deal that works for me.
I never pray that they might believe. I always pray that they will believe.
If it's going to happen no matter what, why do you got to pray for it? Will it make it happen harder?
That the Spirit will be revealed within them, and they will say, oh my goodness.
Yeah, if it happens, I'm pretty sure that's the least I'll say. Big if, though. Bigger if, considering the information later in this video.
How on earth could they have known?
You know the really great thing about having a worldview or a model that actually makes sense? It's based on reality, it's based on evidence, is that when you predict the future, you don't tend to be wrong millions of times in a row. You don't have to sit there going, man, when I'm finally not wrong once, hopefully, sometime, then they'll see. Then they'll think I'm super smart. They'll be like, whoa, how'd you know? Are you like super smart? Man, you're so cool. I don't think you're crazy anymore. I'm the crazy one. Please accept my apologies and this bouquet of flowers and this award and also this crown because now you're the king of smartness. Just because you fantasize about it doesn't actually mean that you're going to be right, as we will see.
Because something like this isn't guessed at. Oh, people have guessed at different times, of course. But to have understood the season and time that this was going to take place. Unbelievable.
Yeah, dude, everybody else got it wrong, but you're the one that's going to get it right. You've figured it out. You understand the season and the time that it's going to happen in. Can you tell where this is going?
It's nuts.
I could disagree with you, but I won't. Well said.
And yet here we are. Here we find ourselves.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Here we are. End of the line. It's been good. You know, we had a good run. We had fish, dinosaurs, elephants. Those were kind of cool. Yeah, pretty much covered all the bases. It's been good knowing you, some of you. But yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it coming on. I just stepped outside to see what the weather's like, and yeah, it's feeling a little bit end-timesy. Very ominous. It's subtle. Pretty subtle, but I can feel it.
I believe with my whole heart this is the last video on Ministry Revealed. Not because I don't want to do more videos, but because I believe before I would do the next one, everything will have begun.
Oh no, it's closer than I thought. I mean, this video is from March 26th and... Wait, March 26th. Okay, so what is your plan then? Just to make this video and then not make any more? And then whenever the rapture happens, even if it's when you're like 80, you're proven right because it was in fact your last video? Well, no. You have a bunch more after this. I'm not sure exactly how many. I guess I'll figure that out once I stick the picture in 2 minutes before I render. That seems like the smart way to do it. So I guess now is when I'm supposed to say, wow, how did he know?
All right, the meteors are coming.
Doesn't seem like they're coming.
It is coming. He is about to cast the first stone.
Okay, if you say so. When, though? Because he seems to be running kind of late.
In fact, when you see something, I'm going to start off as we get going here, in relation to a number. It was so cool. I just happened to come across it because I was looking at Ministry Revealed on my phone, and a number caught my attention. Well, first of all, before I started this video, this number was 717. Now it's 718. So anyways, that was something.
Well, it is hard to disagree with that. That was, in fact, something. I'm not sure what. It seems to fit well within the normal way that numbers work. It's pretty hard to have 7,180 subscribers before having 7,170. I guess congratulations? Is that what you're going for here? Just, I got new subs? Cool.
But it wasn't really that. I'm going to show you another number.
If that's not what was impressive, then why did you tell me?
And it just so happened that I was about to do my last video. And I told you guys ahead of time I was going to do my last video. when you see what this number is and how it connects and what it means, in the Greek especially, but when you see what it means also in the Hebrew, and that we know stones are about to be thrown, we saw with the scrolls,
Okay, stop.
the fragments.
Stop. Before you get off on a rant here, what's the number? How's the number important? Can you tell us that first? Can we just do that bit? Because I know it's going to be stupid, and I don't want to spend all day on this. Can we just get through it?
Do you think it's by chance for the last 2 to 3 months we've been saying this is the season and time? This is when it's going to take place?
No, of course I don't think it's by chance. That's all you guys ever do. It's not by chance. It's just a regular day.
You see, for me, one of the biggest things was that revelation was the understanding finally that the first fruits of the wheat harvest, which is Pentecost, is not observed till the 16th of Nisan the following year.
Okay, the 16th Nissan, 25th Kia. What's the number? Please, can we do the number?
That was the clincher. Where was it, right? That's what we were seeking for so long. That was the clincher. I knew at that point that we had understood what we understood.
That seems obviously true. Bit tautological, bit pointless, but true.
That there was no more. You see, we're not going to next year. We're not going into the fall.
Okay, so before the fall of this year, that's the start of the end. That's when the rapture is. At least we've narrowed it down a bit. I kind of wish you'd just start off by telling us a date. You know, it's going to happen on June 12th, and let me tell you why I think that is. But here we are, we're still talking about some number on your YouTube channel, and we can't even get to that. Now we're talking about the 16th of Nisan and the wheat harvest. A little structure would be appreciated. Just a bit.
You understand how it's impossible in the whole 13, 14-year revelation to go any further?
No. I mean, sure, hey, maybe within the framework of your 13, 14-year revelation, maybe it is impossible. Of course, that doesn't mean any of that's actually real, but within the context of that, maybe. Of course, in January, you and I are still going to be sitting here making videos, so it's kind of irrelevant what's possible or impossible within the 13, 14-year revelation.
It's impossible.
All right, can we do the number now?
And the whole thing is connected to Resurrection Day. But beyond that, the meteors are going to be connected to Passover.
This whole video sounds like a Claudia Albers article, except somehow less coherent.
So some people are thinking, well, maybe it's Passover now. You know, we clarified that a little bit more in the last video, but we'll touch on it a little bit more when I'm making a point on another thing.
Okay, so there's this number, and it's 7.17, but then it was 7.18, but that's not the number I want to talk about. There's this other number that was really impressive, but I don't want to talk about that yet. First, the 16th of Nisan, something wheat harvest, but the meteors are going to be connected to Passover, but I don't want to talk about that yet. I'll touch on that when I'm making a point about another thing that I'm not going to talk about yet. Would you get to the point? My God, man, I thought I was bad, wasting 3 minutes at the start of this video. No wonder it takes you an hour to get to the worm thing.
That it's not tonight, it begins tomorrow night, right?
Was all that to get to you saying that the rapture is going to start tomorrow? Or is it the meteors, are the meteors the same time as the rapture, or is that a different thing? What does the Passover, what does Nissan have to do with it? Is it going to happen tomorrow night at 7:17 and 30 seconds? Because that's halfway between 7:17 and 7:18. What's the other number about your YouTube channel? We still don't know that. I bet that's important. It's probably not, but you got me interested and then just left me hanging. What are we doing here, man? Do you have a plan for this at all? I mean, I feel like the gravity of the situation kind of warrants taking this a bit seriously, don't you? Maybe put together an outline before you start? People do that when they're doing podcasts about fucking music albums. And here you are talking about the end of the world and Jesus returning and who knows what, and you couldn't even be bothered to make the most basic plan for how to present your information effectively. I mean, I know it shouldn't bother me as much as it does. It's totally irrelevant information. I don't care at all about the information in reality, but you care, right? Your audience cares. I'm annoyed on their behalf. They're wasting enough of their time listening to stuff like this at all. They don't need you to waste more of it.
And so we'll cover that real quick because we know the full moon and where the full moon is, and that the 14th is really on Sunday, okay?
The 14th is really on Sunday. Hold on. April 14th? April 14th, 2021 is really on Sunday. My calendar has it on Wednesday. Please tell me you're not talking about Claudia Albers' time dilation. I have a bad feeling about this.
So we talked about that a little bit in the last video, but we're going to go into all these things. And when you see these numbers and when you see what they mean, and we understand this period in time and that it's the escape of the bride, we understand that it's the casting of the stones. It's all there.
Okay, hey, listen. I'm wet. My panties are off. I think we've had enough foreplay. Can we get on with it, please? Actually, I'm going to skip some of it for you. It was funny at first, but it's really just getting annoying.
Anybody that's brand new, just repent, give your life to the Lord.
Start with your super convincing numbers and shit, and we'll talk. This stuff is supposed to go at the end, not in the middle.
And receive the Holy Spirit, because there's less than a handful of days. There's 3 days or whatever left?
Now, I'm not that great at math, but let me think about this. So your video was March 26th, I think I said. So 26 plus 3. We'll make it plus 5, because, we'll make it easy on you, give you the full handful. So that's, well, actually, I don't know. How much time dilation are we factoring in here? How long is 3 days in Claudia Alber's time? 12 years? But then again, April 14th's only been pushed forwards or backwards 3 or 4 days. So let's say I add 4 more days. So March 31st plus 4 days. I feel very much like I'm still here. And more importantly, I feel very much like you're still here. So what's up with that?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? Maybe into Tuesday. Less than a handful of days left.
Hey, do you guys ever consider that constantly making failed near-term predictions kind of hurts Christianity, right? I mean, the whole point of this is to say you don't know when the rapture is going to come, so you better be ready all the time. You better convert now, because it could come in 5 seconds and you'd be out of luck. Or it could be 20 years. You don't know, right? The mystery is the whole point. That's the whole point of this scare tactic. And instead, you convince people that, no, it can be predicted, and we're predicting it all the time. Any day that goes by, somebody's predicted that that's the rapture. Or whatever the hell it is you're predicting, the start of the end times. And then they see you fail over and over and over forever. I don't know, strategically speaking, I guess I shouldn't interrupt you while you're making a mistake. The only reason I mention it is because it's kind of funny how self-defeating it all is.
And the entire planet is going to change. I'd say less than 2 and the planet will begin to change.
Well, the planet's always changing, but I think you meant something a little more significant than just ordinary everyday change. Unless you didn't, in which case, not a very impressive prediction. Anyway, I'm getting incredibly sick of this, so I'm going to skip ahead to where he tells us what the other number was on his YouTube channel. I would try to let it happen naturally, but it takes minutes upon minutes more rambling to get there. It's not worth it.
The 33rd year, and it was the 4th month. I'm going to close this now because you guys understand what I'm saying. Not when he gave up the ghost, but when he was on the cross and the darkness began. Okay? Remember I said that we just saw that it was 33rd year, 4th month. Okay? 334. Check this out. Ministry Revealed. 333 videos.
Great. Was it worth the wait? Leave a comment if it was worth the wait. Don't leave a comment if it wasn't worth the wait. That'll help the algorithm.
When I saw this, usually numbers, it never catches my attention at all. Except this time it did because it had a specific number, right? 333.
Yeah, a count of the number of videos on a channel will typically be a specific number.
However, I didn't look at 333. I didn't care about 333 because I knew my next video I was going to be doing was about this stuff. All right, that I'm going to share with you guys today. So I knew my last video was going to be 334. And Christ was crucified on 334.
How is it relevant if this video that you're making is the 334th video? How is this event in particular the one that you think is relevant? Aren't you talking about the end times, not the fucking crucifixion? Not that it'd be super special if you were talking about the crucifixion. I'm sure that's incredibly rare on your channel.
All right, 33rd year, 4th month. That was one thing. I didn't notice that till after. But let me show you something real cool.
Oh, so that's not the cool thing. This is just another pointless thing. Now you're going to show us the real thing. Well, I hope it's at least better than that one.
This gets even better.
Oh, good then.
334. Here's the word right here. Check it out, brothers and sisters. It's used one time.
From G394, a votive offering gift. Yeah, so the word translates to gift, and it means a gift. Wait, aren't all these G things just people categorizing the Greek words in the New Testament? Like G334, G394. It looks to me like it's just saying, we're going to give you a definition of every Greek word in the New Testament, and we're just going to put numbers on each one of them so that you know which one we're talking about. This one's 334. This isn't a number that's coming down from God or something, is it? This isn't even a number in the Bible. It's just a thing from your Bible reading application.
The last video of Ministry Revealed is 334.
No, not even close. Not that it matters. I mean, Jesus, this is tenuous even for Bible numerology types.
And you see, look at what it means. Check this out. It says like, and it means excommunicated. Banned.
Well, for one thing, no, you just right-clicked G331 and went to the definition of that, so you're reading that one, not 334. But what is the relevance of this anyway? Why are we talking about this?
Excommunicated. But look at what it says. But in a good sense.
Oh, banned but in a good sense. Okay. I wish I could express to you how much I don't care about this word. What does this have to do with anything? Your date already blew past and nothing happened. So whatever you think this is supposed to mean, and whatever reason you think this means this is your last video, you're wrong. So there is absolutely no reason for me to continue addressing this.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm getting goosebumps. Got the chills just whoo.
Do you think there's any self-reflection after the miserable failure, or do you think he just goes on like this forever? Fail, repeat, fail, repeat, fail, repeat. It should be embarrassing. It should cause you to question your worldview, but I highly doubt if it does. So that's the amazing number that we spent all that time getting to. So, now that you've all been converted to Christianity, I guess I might as well just get out of here. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like and click subscribe, I guess. And thanks to all my supporters, and goodbye.